investigative hearing that happened yesterday. Some hours before Toby got to the field, in Abuja, it's the House Committee, Ad hoc House Committee, investigating the issue between the Super Falcons and the NFF over unpaid bonuses. At the last World Cup this year, there's so much issue about bonuses that NFF is owing the Super Falcons from the 2019 World Cup in France that have not been paid. So the House Chairman House Committee on that have to really summon Ibrahim Guzo, who is the NFF president, to talk so much about what happened and all that. So he announced yesterday that all the bonuses and everything that has to do with NFF, that has to do with the Super Falcons, has been paid. So right now, according to Ibrahim Guzo, the bonuses since 2019 owing to the Super Falcons has been paid. But he was assisted somewhat by Onu, who is the chairman committee on this particular hearing, and she said that she demands a payment slip. So that's what is trending in football now. She demands a payment slip for all what Ibrahim Guzo, the NFF president, has demanded for. I said he has paid last week Friday, so there's a payment fee. But we also know from report that the chairman of the committee in this particular hearing is saying that Ibrahim Guzo is not cooperating enough to ensure that there's transparency, because there were allegations, say to say. So this is another interesting topic to allow people know that the NFF, according to Ibrahim Guzo, who is going to talk right now, telling us that the Super Falcons has been paid. Also, the chairman committee was also saying that there's so much to do, that they've given them a date in August to give them the evidence of the slip. Enjoy this. When we come back, we'll stay on Plus Sports.
Number one, it is a budget we presented to the government requesting for intervention. That was what cumulatively came around $1.7 million, and the government approved it. And then we tried to pursue that payment. Only half of the approval was paid. It's not the entire $1.7 million that was paid. Only half of the approved money was paid. That is why it's gone down to 690 something million that was paid to us. So it was only 50% of the money that was paid. And the money were being converted to Naira at the time of payment on official rate by government. That was what the Federal Ministry of Finance used to pay us. And then in the area of how we spent it, the money were paid just about 3 weeks ago, and we are still on the process of making payment to beneficiaries, those that are entitled for one or two things out of the money. So we are still on the process of making the payments to those that are beneficiaries of that approval. So I think that's the only thing I can say about it.
A lot have been discussed, a lot have been deliberated, and the most interesting one is the beautiful news we had from you today that last week Friday, the bonuses and allowances of the girls Super Falcon have been paid. So that's a very wonderful news. We are happy with that as well. But going forward, we want to thank each and every one of us for your patience, the press, and our invited guests. Let me also remind us that it's an investigative hearing, and it's going to be a continuous process until when we get to it. We will further go through your documents and for further clarification.
Interesting moment, and I'm sure it's something that we should dwell a lot on to give us in-depth analysis on what's going on. As you all know, the NFF president has spoken, and also Blessing Onu, who is the chairman committee on this particular hearing. Also, we know that the NPFL is starting soon. But so much about this payment. But we all know, we get to reports that we expect the ladies, the girls themselves, to be part of this, because there seems to be so much silence on the fact that they were paid last week Friday, and nobody's hearing about that from the news until Ibrahim Guzo said that out. So there's so much further investigation to ask the ladies, Aziza Doshuala, especially the foreign base, like the one based outside the country, those that have come to play for the country, like Gloria Lozi and the rest of them, to actually talk, because those one the other ladies that are so close here, that live here based in Nigeria, will probably not want to speak out on this. And we've seen Francis Odega saying that she might, in the near future, away from this, that she will just have start having babies. But looking at Onomebi has really not said anything, the captain of the side, on these particular issues. So we've not heard from any of other stakeholders, except the NFF president, who has announced that payment has been made. But we'll do our own investigation, and as a news company, to get much more on how true is that. Also, the House Committee, that ad committee, also said that the hearing is an investigative hearing, so investigation continues to confirm, because we also need the other part of the stakeholders to really confirm that this money has actually paid. This is not in any how to doubt what Ibrahim Gusau said. This is also a confirmation, because it went so silent for a whole week. Nobody could say until he spoke that out. So more on this will come up in subsequent editions, and also in our news, to know how factual is it that NFF, because the bonuses and the money is traced back to 2019, and it has caused so much of disgrace, especially for the very fact that FIFA said during the last World Cup in New Zealand, Australia, that they'll have to pay the ladies directly, and because some of the ladies are gone through the top party to say that they fear that the money might not come to them. So NFF Secretary General Samora also said that in the dressing room, with a video that went viral, that the ladies are definitely going to be paid directly. But NFF later came to debunk that some said it's unconstitutional, that FIFA cannot pay the ladies directly, that it has to go through the federation. So we're expecting that to actually happen, apart from the bonuses that NFF is owing. That's also part of the money. We don't know yet whether the bonuses promised by FIFA was also part of the money given to them last week Friday, according to Ibrahim Gusau, to know how factual is this. And it's also good to know, for those wondering, the man that spoke earlier before Ibrahim Gusau is the Secretary General of the Nigerian Football Federation, and other persons that you can see there are the committee, House of Representatives, and the other side is also the committee on the NFF board. Sitting down right now, the NFF board, like you can see the secretary and every other member of the board in facing directly with the Blessing Onua investigative hearing. So the investigation continues, and that's more reason why, if you want to share your comment on this, you can go to all our social media platforms to drop your comment and your reaction to whether, because there's a transparency issue right now. People don't believe NFF has done what they said they would do. So that's really the issue right now, not as if they haven't done it. So to drop your comments on this particular report is to go to all our social media platforms to drop your messages, and definitely we'll give you a reaction to that.